Boys, we gotta talk. Now we gotta talk. So the reason that I want to talk with you guys is that, as you can see, I broke my thumb. First and foremost, I'm not gonna stop riding my Enduro and Supermoto. That's one thing I want to clear right now. I broke something, that's all good, no worries. What I want to talk about is how did it happen and what are the consequences. Charles, who was the guy from that bike, and I were riding Enduro, and everything went well, and we wanted to go back to the van to have a little break and a drink. At that point we were driving on a small road with mud on the ground, and there was like a puddle, but that was frozen, and I drove over it and my bike just, and that's when I fell on my chest, and it pushed all the air out of my lungs, so I couldn't breathe for a few seconds. And at that point I was worrying about my air, so I was trying to breathe and stuff like that. And at that point there was a lady, and she was watching her husband ride Enduro, so that was pretty cute. But she came running towards me and started pulling me on my shoulder to turn around and get up. At that point I didn't know I broke anything. I was feeling my body and everything felt good, only my air was out of my lungs, that was it. So I jumped up when I got some air, and I walked towards my bike, and my bike was like 5 meters away, so that was pretty far. I picked my bike up and I wanted to press on the electric start with my thumb, and it worked, but then I was like, oh god, that was not nice, that hurt pretty bad. I thought, okay, it will get over, but I wasn't thinking anything about it. Then I hopped back on the bike and grabbed the throttle, and when you grab the throttle, you grab it like real tight, and that hurt like, yeah, pretty bad. So I drove back to the van to Charles to buy me, and he was standing there like, where the hell were you? And I was like, dude, I crashed. But that's it for today. I think my thumb popped out of its socket and popped back in. That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, it's part of it, we'll get over it, but for today I'm done. I can't grab my handlebars or anything, so I'm not able to ride anymore. It was like, yeah, that's fine. I crashed too, and that crash we have on video. I will put it in here. And on that crash you just saw, he hurt his leg, but probably a muscle that just get like a hit, and that hurted him pretty bad. So he also went to the doctor. But when I got back at the van, we decided to go home, and I was like, yeah, and I was cooling my thumb and thought, yeah, we'll be fine. We went to a wash box near us to clean our bikes, and then we put the bikes back here. His bike is also here for now, and after that I brought him back home. I drove back to my place, and then I took a shower, and then I felt my hand like, and my heartbeat was like in my thumb, like, and it hurt like hell. And at that point I decided to call the hospital. They said, yeah, sure, come over, and I went to the hospital. They took pictures of my thumb, and I immediately saw it was broken. So they put the cast around it, and they said, you have to go to the hospital tomorrow again, because when I got there the first time it was already pretty late. And they said to me like, you have to go to the hospital tomorrow to get like a CT scan, so we can perfectly see what's going on in your hand and how we're gonna fix it. Yeah, sure. So the day after I went to the hospital, they made the scan, and they already told me you need to get surgery. And I was like, wait, what? Surgery? And then they were like, yeah, surgery. And I was like, fuck, how long will it take? And they're like, yeah, you will get surgery this week and then a few weeks recovering. And the first thing I asked was, I can forget my ski holiday, my ski season. They were like, are you a snowboarder or a skier? And I was like, of course I'm a snowboarder. I got balls. Of course I'm a snowboarder. And they were like, oh yeah, then you're fine, because apparently this is like a broken thumb is like a common ski injury. With snowboarders it's all fine because we fall different and we don't have like the sticks in our hands, and apparently a lot of skiers break their thumb while skiing. So they were like, yeah, sure, you can go on a ski holiday only if you're snowboarding. And I was like, yeah, sure. Then I went back home, and that was on Monday, and they told me Wednesday you will get surgery. And on Tuesday they called me, hi Mrs. Smays, can you come over right now? And I was like, yeah, but what's going on? Yeah, we will tell you when you arrive here. So I was like freaking out. It's like, what the hell? What's going on? Why do they need me right now, right there? And I was like, yeah, they couldn't tell me anything. So I went to the hospital, but I can't drive, so my mom drove me to the hospital. She's my taxi for like the past 2 weeks. She brought me to the hospital, and I arrived there, and the doctors came to me and they told me, okay, we had like a meeting yesterday and we took a look at your pictures and we wanted to try a new cast. We had like a meeting and we decided we want to try a new cast because your thumb right now is like this in a cast, but we want to try if we put it like that, maybe it will start growing straight and then you don't need a surgery. So they put a new cast on it and took new x-ray pictures of my thumb to double check if my bones were back straight. And unfortunately that wasn't the case. They saw immediately that my bones were shattered and all over the place, everything but straight. And then the doctor came back into the room and said, I'm sorry boy, but you have to get a surgery. And I was like, yeah, sure, if it has to happen, let's do it. He was like, yeah, sure, tomorrow at 12 o'clock you have to be in the hospital and you will get a surgery. Okay, everything fine. I went back home. Day after they brought me back in and we did a surgery. Everything went well. I was gave me like some fluid and I was blacked out. I wasn't that bad. They put the fluid in me. I was knocked out, and before I knew it, I was waking up in a whole different part of the hospital. My thumb already in a new cast, so that's all fine. And then I went back home. They gave me like a lot of medicine, and now I'm with my cast. And what the plan now is that now it's Thursday. Tomorrow will be the video online where you see all the footage that I shot while I was in the hospital. So next week, Friday, this video will drop. So it's like a week before that I record this. And upcoming Tuesday, so for you it will be last Tuesday, they will get rid of my cast, and then they will make like a new cast, but I can take that off. I don't know what's the English word for it, but a smaller and more, yeah. But it's a smaller cast, but I can take it off. That's it. And the reason for that is because it's to protect my thumb, so I have to wear it all the time. But with the cast I can move my fingers. Only my fingers I can move, but my thumb I can't. And the doctors told me that they're gonna get rid of the cast because I have to start practicing movements with my thumb. because if I don't do that, my thumb will be like way too stiff, and it will be a pain in the ass to get it moving again like it should be. So 2 weeks of cast, and then 4 weeks with the other cast, and then 6 weeks after surgery they will remove the pins, like the titanium what they put in my hand. They weren't gonna pull it out. So 2 weeks this cast, then 4 weeks another cast, and if they get rid of that last cast that I can take off, they also will take out the pins that they put in. I have to go to hand therapy. I think that's a bit overreacting, but I'm not a doctor, so I have no clue. But I have to make the movement with my fingers to train them. And yeah, because I can't move my thumb, I have to wait for Tuesday, and then I can start working my thumb. So that's it. Actually, that was the whole story. Oh, they put 2 pins on my hand. I forgot to tell that. But fun thing is, when they did like the whole surgery, my hand was like pretty swollen. But now it's been a week. It's been a week, so my hand isn't that swollen anymore. So I got a little space in my cast. But the weird thing about it is, I can feel the pins, touching the cast. So if I move my hand too much, I feel those pins that are in my thumb and in my, what's this finger called? I don't know. Anyway, this finger and this finger are both connected by pins all the way here in my hand, but I can feel them. That's pretty weird feeling. And today it's the day that I had like a lot of pain. I didn't have any pain at all the whole time. I knew there was something off with my hand, but wasn't like real pain. But today it's not good, and it's like, yeah, it feels real heavy today. But anyway, I'm happy when they gonna take off my cast, because it's annoying and it's getting dirty. Look at that. I can't sit still, so everything I want to do, I start doing it. This gets dirty, then I hurt myself and be like, oh yeah, fuck, I can't do anything right now because of my hand. I can't even tie my own shoes right now. It's like ridiculous. Now I realize how important my thumb is. But I hope you enjoyed this story. I don't know if we can call it that, because it isn't fun at all. See this as a warning. Always be alert when you're riding your bike. Is that the lesson we learned out of this? I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to say one last thing. Because I have this hand like in the cast, I have to improvise with the content that I make for you guys, because I can't ride. I don't have power in my hand. So I'm thinking of doing a Q&A for the upcoming week, but I will post in my Instagram stories, so y'all can send me some questions, because if nobody sends questions, that would be pretty sad. I would start talking and it would be a video for like 2 minutes, because I'm talking to myself, just like now. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment or a like, whatever you feel like. And oh, I almost forgot, it's almost Christmas, so happy holidays and a happy new year if I don't see you before that. And I want to thank you for watching the video. Boy!